SVR IAS Academy welcomes you to the Current Affairs online video lectures. ComeOnIndia.com is our website. In today's newspaper analysis video lecture, you are going to learn so many topics from the different newspapers. Today's date is 25th October 2016. Let's start today's online video lecture. Recently, a topic that is coming in the news regularly is about Supreme Court recently asked RBI why it can't publish the big loan defaulters because 57 tax dodgers own 85,000 crore rupees. It is classified as bad loans. So RBI says under confidentiality clause, these defaulters cannot be named in public. But Supreme Court asked why it can't release the tax defaulters to the public. Supreme Court asked one genuine question. The poor farmers who got 10,000, 20,000 loan got named, who are unable to pay the money, and their name has been published in the defaulters list, and bank officials threaten the farmers. In this background, why RBI cannot release the names of big loan defaulters who own 85,000 crore rupees? This topic coming in mains. You can fit this topic in GS paper 4 anywhere here. Transparency in the government, information sharing, philosophical basis of governance, probity, concept of public service. This is the broad topic. This topic is important for GS paper 2 as well. So in this background, let's prepare thoroughly on RBI, its structure and its functioning. What is non-performing asset? What is stressed loans? How stressed loans differ from non-performing asset? What is bad loan? Etc. This topic is important for GS paper 3 as well. Second topic that we are going to discuss is very important, and the article is published in the Hindu newspaper. It deals with the China's expanding deserts. China's periphery is becoming deserts, especially in the northern China. The article deals with deserts. This topic comes in the GS paper 3, the climate change and global warming. Climate change and global warming. From the prelims exam point of view, you should know about Tengger Desert. Tengger Desert, it is located on the southern edge of the Gobi Desert. So you should know some basic points about the Gobi Desert and Tengger Desert. Tengger Desert is also known as Sky Desert, and it is located in the Inner Mongolian Autonomous Region of China. So the Tengger Desert is located in the Inner Mongolia in China. And also you might be knowing about Mongolia. Mongolia is a country sandwiched between two countries. What are they? On the sun side, that is China, and on the northern side, that is Russia. It is a prelims question. Mongolia is sandwiched between which of the following countries? The four choices may be given, and the right choice should be it is located between Russia and China. In this image, you can locate the Gobi Desert that is located in the northern part of China. On the northern side, it is limited by Altai Mountains. Altai Mountains. Don't get confused about Altai Mountains with Atlas Mountain. Atlas Mountain is located in the northern part of Africa. Atlas Mountain is located in the northern part of Africa, that is here. And Altai Mountain is located especially between China and Mongolia. So Gobi Desert is limited on the northern side by Altai Mountain and on the western side by Takla Maklan Desert. Takla Maklan Desert. The important facts on the Gobi Desert are: it is the fifth largest desert in the world. So Gobi Desert is the fifth largest desert in the world and is the largest desert in the Asia. So these are the important facts on the Gobi Desert. Now let's move to the topic. In this image, you can locate the Tengar Desert. The red color is the Tengar Desert, and the desert is expanding at the faster rate. Now let's come back to the article. So the Tengar Desert is located on the southern edge of the massive Gobi Desert. So link with the image. In that image you saw that Gobi Desert and Tengar Desert are located close to each other. Tengar Desert is expanding faster, and the capital city Beijing is also not far away from the Tengar Desert. So according to this article, China's deserts spread at an annual rate of more than 1,400 square miles, and many villages have been already lost. Climate change and human activities accelerate the process of desertification in China. To slow down the desertification process, Chinese government started relocating the residents, planting the trees and limiting the herds. At present, nearly 20% of the China is desert. Because of the expansion of Tengar Desert, it has started merging with the two other deserts which are located close to it. On the western side, it is Takla Maklan Desert. On the eastern and northeastern side, it is Gobi Desert. If all three merges in future, it may form a vast sea of sand that may become uninhabitable. Overgrazing is considered as one of the reasons for the growth of desert of the Tengar Desert, and China started relocating the people in the villages near to the desert and started planting the trees and limiting the number of herds in this region. One more topic that is coming in the news is about ecological migrants. Ecological migrants means the people migrated because of the desertification. Then this type of migration is called as ecological migration, and people called as ecological migrants. So this article is important for the prelims and mains examination. So prepare thoroughly on this topic. The third article that is published in the Hindu newspaper deals with the Chandrayaan 2. Chandrayaan 2 will be an important topic for 2017 IAS examination and also for 2018. The reason is that Chandrayaan 2 will be launched in late 2017 or early 2018. In this background, you should also know about Chandrayaan 1 and its success. In our earlier video lecture, we covered a separate video on Chandrayaan 1 in our ComeOnIndia.com website. Recently, ISRO, that is the Indian Space Research Organization, started a series of tests related to the critical moon landing of Chandrayaan 2. There are two types of landing on the surface you might have studied. One is soft landing, another one is hard landing. Soft landing and hard landing. Chandrayaan 1 landed on the moon through hard landing mechanism, and Chandrayaan 2 will opt for soft landing. All the aerial tests and sensor tests were conducted at Chalagare. Chalagare is a place in Karnataka. One important point is that Chalagare is also known as Science City. Is also known as Science City. ISAC, which stands for ISRO Satellite Center, is the agency responsible for the Chandrayaan-2. So Chandrayaan-2 is the India's second moon mission. So ISAC created 8 to 10 craters in the Chalagare, that is a science city. The craters are created in such a manner that it will look like terrain of the lunar surface. So in the craters, landers' sensors will be tested. Now let's move to the fourth topic that has been published in the Hindu newspaper about rules for Army Welfare Fund yet to be framed. What is Army Welfare Fund? What is the process for contributing money to the Army Welfare Fund? Why the topic came in the news? Recently, there is a strong demand to ban the Pakistan actors acting in the Indian films. You might have heard the story about director and producer Karan Johar donation to the Army Welfare Fund of Rs 5 crores as a compensation for employing the Pakistani artist in his upcoming film. There was a strong protest against this donation, and in this background, let's discuss about Army Welfare Fund shortly. Here, donation to the fund is purely voluntary in nature, and the fund will be exclusively used for the welfare of the next of kin of battle casualties. So Ministry of Defense is in the process of making the guidelines for donating money to the Army Welfare Fund, and there is also proposals going on. If someone donates money to the Army Welfare Fund, tax exemption should be given under IT rules. The proposal is also going on. In this background, let's prepare thoroughly on the Army Welfare Fund and let's wait for the guidelines that to be published soon. In this image, try to locate the Tawang. It is the 8th least populated district in India. It is the 8th most least populated district in India. Here, most of the people belongs to Monpas. So Monpas are the tribal people, and most of the Tawang population belongs to Monpas. The Tawang district borders Bhutan on the western side, and on the northern side it is bordering the Tibet. Tibet is a part of China. China claims almost entire Arunachal Pradesh as a part of its territory, whereas India strongly opposes to that stand. In this background, US Ambassador Richard Verma visited Tawang recently, and it is strongly opposed by China, but India asserted that Arunachal Pradesh is an integral part of our country. Tawang is a place, is very important culturally because it is one of the oldest Buddhist pilgrimage center in the world. So in this background, we strongly advise you to prepare thoroughly about Tawang, important dance forms, important other art and culture issues from Arunachal Pradesh. So prepare thoroughly about Arunachal Pradesh from the art and culture point of view for GS paper 1. And also one more topic that came in the news is DPAA mission. DPAA means Defense Prisoner of War Accounting Agency. It is a US agency that has signed an agreement with India for evacuation of the physical remains of the fallen US airmen from the mountains of Arunachal Pradesh. During World War II, American airmen flying over the Arunachal Pradesh, and the helicopter fell down and many US airmen died. So few years back, US signed an agreement with India for evacuation of the physical remains of the fallen US airmen in the mountains of Arunachal Pradesh, and the mission is going on. So prepare thoroughly on this topic to get the complete video lecture on this topic, especially about the Wang. Visit our website commandindia.com. Now let's discuss the another article that has been published in the Hindu newspaper is about era of e-postal ballot dawns. About e-postal ballot and its various benefits. And also you should know the drawbacks of the postal ballots and how e-postal ballots works. So this topic is important for the GS paper 2. As per the changed rules of Conduct of the Election Rules 1961, Conduct of Election Rules 1961, it empowers a returning officer in a constituency to send the postal ballots to the eligible voter by electronic means. So, returning officer can send the postal ballot via electronic mode to the eligible voter. It has so many advantages. First, returning officer can send the postal ballot on time. Second, it solves the problems associated with logistics because sending the postal ballots to the eligible voter is a time consuming. If postal ballot is sent via electronic mode means instantly the postal ballot can be delivered to the eligible voter. Till now, postal ballots were sent through the Department of Post. Now, e-postal ballots are introduced. Under this, returning officer can send the postal ballots to the eligible voter via a website or web portal with one-time password or OTP number to the registered voters. By using the OTP number, eligible voter can download the ballot for voting. One point you should remember is that the process of physically printing the ballot post is not changed. So the postal ballot still remains. Additionally, Election Commission introduced e-postal ballot so that everyone can benefit, especially those who are staying away from their constituency due to the nature of their job or geographical location. Armed forces is the best example, and more than 10 lakh personnel serves in our Indian Armed Forces. They can utilize the e-postal ballot. So let's prepare thoroughly on this topic. It is a very important topic for GS paper 2. That's all about today's video lecture on newspaper analysis. Visit our website commandindia.com to get more video lectures from various sections. Invite your friends to subscribe to our YouTube channel, and all the best for your IAS 2017 exam preparation.